Please tell me what brings you here on our track.
Well, it's basically like my second home. It's a home track, really the closest one, a GP track, so to speak, to my home, because I'm living basically like an hour and a half from here. And I've have like a million laps on Grobnik, and I really like the atmosphere and the track itself. But right now I'm here more of a worked, because I have, as you see, I give my instructions named Spidermartin Racing Courses. And between the two races that I do in Spain this year, I came here to give my tuition, to give instructions for the people. So yeah, kind of a working holiday, so to speak.
We watched you in Red Bull Rookies Cup in IDM. Where can we watch you this year? What is your plans for this season?
This year I'm competing in a Spanish Superbike Championship in the class Super Sport Next Generation. The original plan was to compete as a private team in a World Supersport, but unfortunately Dorna limited the number of new teams, so we had to switch our plans very quickly because we got the answer from them in January. But luckily we found a really good team in Spain, and that's where you can follow me this year. We've already done one weekend in Jerez. It was a bit unlucky because my engine blew up, but in the second race I managed to do P5, and I feel really comfortable there. It's a new environment after a few years in Germany, so I really like the championship, I really like the atmosphere, and first of all I'm very competitive. I feel like I can be in the top, and that's always nice.
We heard a lot of stories that you had an excellent race in Dubai. So can you tell us in your own words what it was like to be there and how are the results in Dubai?
Yeah, I mean, Dubai story was really nice because it came kind of unplanned. I mean, they already invited me a few years, but it was always something, either my racing schedule or injuries that prevented me to go there. And this year, the stars finally aligned, and I managed to be there and do even two races, not just one. And I spent 15 days there. I won all the races there, and now they're looking me like a superstar there, which is nice. I mean, but most of all, it was really another experience to see the whole different world that is Dubai, and also the racetrack is really nice. It's really modern, and basically it's in the city, so the skyscrapers are all around the track, and it's a really good experience.
You had the chance to visit a lot of racing circuits around Europe and the world. What would you say to all those young riders who want to be Martin Vugrinec, Spidermartin?
I mean, I don't look at myself like someone super successful or anything. I have really high standards for myself, and I'm never really satisfied with what I achieve. But yeah, the truth is that from this area where we live, I achieved quite a lot, considering the circumstances, and I get a lot of questions, especially from the young boys. How can I start? How can I ride races? How can I be like you? And I mean, it's a hard road that you gotta take, and really the chances that you're gonna succeed are very low. But like in everything, if you really love it, then you're gonna put your whole life, your whole being to it. And either way, you're gonna, even if you don't succeed, you're gonna learn some really good messages and really good lessons for the life. And like, that's maybe a cliche, but if you do something, just give all and see what happens.
You gave us a lot of pleasure here in Grobnik when you did 128 lap on your 600 bike. So can you please tell us, can you go faster than this?
Yeah, of course I have. I mean, it was I was quite disappointed after the race because the lap was 28.00 something. So I really wanted to spin that 27, which is possible, of course it is, but I was riding alone and I didn't really have a motivation to push more. But yeah, of course, I'm looking forward to bringing then the record down and to achieve that 27 with a 600. And of course, what I'm even more looking forward to is getting my own 1000 bike and try to challenge for the absolute record. That would be awesome.
Absolute record.
Yeah.
So where can we see you on Grobnik racing? When can we see you for the first time?
Like racing for real, I don't know, because for this year, I don't know how's the plan. We need to sort it out with my other championship in Spain. But people can follow me on my Facebook and on my Instagram, and I'm always putting the news such like that. Where can you follow me and stuff like that there. But generally, every time I do the school here, I always spin a couple of fast laps so that my students can see that the knowledge that I bring to them. So if you want to see me in action sometimes fast, you can follow my calendar when I'm here, and every time I'll spin a lap or two. And greetings and thank you to all my followers and fans for giving me such a great support no matter where I race. When I raced in IDM, you were all cheering for me there, and now when I'm on Spain, you're all following the Spanish Championship, so I really appreciate it. And I would also like to invite you to follow and like the channels of Automotodrom Grobnik, and see you on track.